Real Madrid 3, Alaves 2. So as you can see here, the lineup, it's the same old formation, same old starting 11. However, Carvalho has some discomfort and is injured, and therefore Vasquez came in to replace him. And I understood this lineup, I understood that there was no rotations because we need the players in tune for the Atletico Madrid match, which that is going to be a big match and it's in 5 days. And you know how Real Madrid fans, all of us, me included even, complain that there are no first half goals. However, in this game, it took 54 seconds. 54 seconds for this team to score, which was crazy watching it. It felt new. It's so crazy. It truly felt like a surreal moment because the team is scoring in the first half. We haven't done that since last season. So that is an achievement. And the goal itself, when we talk about build-up play, Valverde gets the ball, puts in a beautiful cross to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. gets on the ball, skills past the defender, squares it, well not squares it, but just passes it in the direction of Vasquez, and he tucks it away. Vasquez, who's playing at right back, was far forward in this match, and that was a great goal. And not too long after, Kylian Mbappé scored an insane offside goal. This goal was a beautiful build-up, Bellingham to Vinny to Mbappé, and Mbappé scored. A beautiful finish, but however, it was offside. We understand the rules. But then, we get into quite a weird territory, which I don't like speaking about referees, because La Liga referees, we know how they work. They are very, consistent when it comes to making bad calls, and this one was no different because he was giving yellow cards to every single player who protested, which I understand. And now know, well actually I knew in the previous match that only the captain can speak to the referee. However, Vinny, Valverde, Bellingham, Mbappé, they were all doing that, which that is their own fault for picking up yellows. They deserved it in my opinion. But that does not take away from the referee because he was so bad in this match. Look at this. A clear tackle and a clear trip from Mourinho, which this guy got so much fouls and he got 0 bookings, which is insane. Clean fouls, by the way. Because if you look at this, he gets Vinny clean in the penalty area. The referee waves it off, he says no. He says there's nothing there. But moving forward, we get the duo of Bellingham and Mbappé. A brilliant duo because their link-up play the entire match was so good. And Bellingham, he gets the ball from Mbappé. Mbappé does a nice flick to him. And Bellingham passes it through to Mbappé. And he toys with the defenders and he scores. This is the Mbappé we thought we were getting. Well, now he showed up. He's playing well as a 9, which 9 is not his primary position. And he's flourishing in it. He has adapted well. And I'm happy about it. If you're a Madridista, and I know there are people, especially on Twitter, who love to hate on Real Madrid. Even if they are Madridistas, they're still hating on the team's performance. If they are hating on this match, if they are hating on how the team was playing attacking wise, then I believe that they're just looking for attention at that point. But as this game goes on, beautiful link-up play. The entire match was just filled with good link-up play. And this entire performance reminded me of something we would see last season. Well, now we're seeing it with Mbappé. He's connecting well. It took some time, it took 2 months, and now he's performing. Second half starts, Rodrigo does a beautiful solo run. Well, it wasn't much of a solo run, it was a solo run, but it wasn't technically held by many defenders because Alaves were poor defensively. We can look at this and say great performance, great attacking performance by Real Madrid, but Alaves' defense were terrible. All they could do was foul. Further on, none of them were good at full-blown defending. So Rodrigo gets past them, scores it through the goalkeeper's legs. Great performance, and that is 3-0. And then we get another questionable referee decision, this time against Real Madrid. And what I mean by this is Endrick. We all know what he did in that match. He kicks the defender, who I believe it was Mourinho. He kicked Mourinho between his legs. That is a straight red card. That is not football. That is wrestling. That
is just not football at all, and I can't defend that.
To me, Even though he's young, he's gonna make mistakes. You have to make him learn from that mistakes, and you have to give him a red card for that, because that was insane. That was insane. I don't know where that comes from. I don't know if he did that in Brazil. And I don't know how the Brazil league handles these things. But what Endrick did there warranted a 5-match ban. Because we've seen in previous times where Ronaldo, he pushed the referee and he got a 5-match ban. Endrick, to me, did something worse, which I think that deserved also a 5-match ban. Seriously. So then Ancelotti makes a few changes. He puts Vallejo on, and Vallejo, his first appearance in the season. He was set to put Jacobo Ramon also on for his official debut, but then Alaves scored, which was a beautiful goal scored by Alaves. I can't even complain. But the second goal, which truly lit up the match, and Alaves were back into this match, in which Vallejo was falling asleep. Maybe it's just he's not in form, maybe it's just not getting game time has truly made him switch off defensively, because a ball over the top, Vallejo does nothing about it, and Kike Garcia scores the goal. I can't defend Vallejo here. You know, I'm one of the biggest advocates for Vallejo. I believe he should get game time, but doing stuff like that, yeah, this guy, I understand why he's on the bench. Game goes on, they give 6 minutes of added time, which Vinny was laughing, and I thought this was laughable. What happened in that half to warrant 6 minutes of added time? It did not make sense. And then on top of that, speaking of referees, which I said multiple times, I hate speaking about this, but he gives Modric, who was the captain, he gives Modric a yellow card for talking to him. This is where you're thinking, this ref, what is going on with him? Because he gives the captain a yellow for talking to him, which the rule is captains are supposed to, and captains are the only ones who can talk to referees. To me, this referee had a stinker. The match ends off with a very scrappy ending. It was a tight match. Jacobo Ramon couldn't make his debut because of the 2 goals scored. So that was a bit, you know, sad, but I understand why Ancelotti did that. Great tactical awareness by him. And after the match, unfortunate news, Kylian Mbappé is injured. And he is officially set to miss. Well, not officially, but the news are saying that he's injured and it's serious. It has something to do with the hamstring. And to me, missing the Atletico match, this could actually be good for us. And why I say it's good for us? For that match, if Mbappé does not start, they will go to 4-4-2. They will play Camavinga in Mbappe's place, but just switch the formation around to where it's Rodrigo and Vinny up front, and we go back to the formation of last season. So I think this works out. Either way, I want him to return, and I want him to play against those Atletico defenders. An honorable mention is Nico, who just scored his first ever goal for Como, which great on him, seriously great on him. And I've been watching his highlights from all of his performances for Como, and this guy is good. I don't know why we didn't keep him, but it is what it is. And then one thing that I know many Madridistas don't care about this news because of how Varane left the club, but Varane is considering retirement, and this kind of saddens me, retiring before Sergio Ramos. But I think the injuries truly ruined his career, but it is what it is. Varane, I hope he retires well. But what are your thoughts? Up here's a new video. If you enjoyed, smash like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Peace out.